like.
Since I started recording the call, this is Steve Anderson, Master Builder. We also have Mike Davey and Sydney Mayo, also on the host side of the call. And we're just here to share with everyone Direct Pay Biz. The strategy which Mike came up with using the Direct Pay Biz system. And please, Mike, Cindy, y'all say real quick what your strategy is, and then we're going to give some background on Direct Pay Biz. I'm going to hand the mic back over to you guys real quick.
If people have a pen and paper and can jot down a few things, even if you're not seeing the screen, I think it'll be pretty evident what we're talking about. The first that you're going to write down, Direct Pay Biz is actually a 5x4 matrix, meaning you are given 5 frontline positions. However, for the purpose of what we are trying to accomplish over a short period of time, you're going to start by focusing on just 2 legs. So what you're going to be developing is actually a 2x4. And with that, on your first tier, you're going to enroll your first 2 people. Then tier 2, those 2, the people on tier 1, each enroll 2. So on tier 2, you're going to have 4 people. They're each going to enroll 2. And on tier 3, you're going to have 8 people. Those 8 will each enroll 2, so that on tier 4, you'll have a total of 16 people. You'll add those numbers up. 2 from tier 1, 4 from tier 2, 8 from tier 3, and 16 from tier 4, and you're looking at a total of just 30 people in your entire organization, and you only brought in 2. Now, we've got 2 phases to this program. For phase 1, you're going to pay your first and only out-of-pocket cost of $9 to get started. The upgrade, level 1 is $9. Level 2 is $15. Level 3 is $30. And level 4 is $60. That's for phase 1. Therefore, those 2 people on your first tier are going to pay you $9 each, giving you $18 profit. From that profit, you're going to take $15 and upgrade to level 2. On your tier 2, you've got 4 people. Each of those 4 will pay you $15. That's going to give you a total of $60 for your tier 2 pay, your level 2 pay. You're going to take 30 of that $60 and upgrade to level 3. There are 8 people on your third tier. So 8 people will pay you $30, giving you a total of $240. From that $240, you're going to take $60 to upgrade to level 4. You've got 16 people in your 4th tier, each of whom will pay you $60 for a total of $960. And you take 18 plus 60 plus 240 plus 960, and your total income for phase 1 is $1,278. Now, we progress to phase 2. Phase 2 upgrades are $100, $200, $400, and $800. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take $100 from your $1,278 and upgrade to level 5. you're going to go back to the very first two people that you enrolled who paid you $9. Now they're going to pay you $100 each, giving you a total of $200. You're going to take $200, upgrade to level 6. And the four people who each paid you $15 are now going to pay you $200, giving you a total of $800. From that $800, you're now going to take $400, upgrade to level 7, and the 8 people who paid you $30 in phase 1, those same 8 people are now going to pay you $400 in phase 2, giving you $3,200. You take 8 of that, $800 of that $3,200 to upgrade to level 4. The same 16 people. Yes, go ahead.
They pay me level 8.
I'm sorry, level 8. Thank you. I apologize. The same 16 people that paid you $60 for level 4 in phase 1 are now going to pay you $800 for level 8 in phase 2. And you do the math, that comes out to $12,800. You add the 200, the 800, the 3,200, the 12,800. Your total income for phase 2 is $17,000. Add to that the $1,278 that you made in phase 1, and you've got a grand total of $18,278 with an out-of-pocket cost of $9, 2 personal enrollments, and a total team of 30 people.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you. Mike, is there anything you wanted to say real quick? This is Mike's brainchild. Mike Davey is the individual.
We thank him from here to kingdom come.
Yes, indeed. Mike, is there anything you wanted to add?
I was going to say it was really fun talking this morning, listening to you go, oh my God.
I actually got chills. Really, literally. I was sitting in my car in front of 7-Eleven, waiting for my lady. She had an appointment. And Mike and Cindy called me. I didn't know what Mike was calling me about. I really didn't. Mike and I met on Facebook. That's how we met. We're both in Feeder Matrix. And I didn't invite anyone to this call that's not already in Feeder Matrix. That's the only people I even invited to this call. I didn't invite any guests to this call at all. And the only people that I actually sent the information to about this webinar were people who I sent a text message out to. I only sent it to my Feeder Matrix personals. That's the only people I invited. My Feeder Matrix personals. I did not invite any of their people at all. That would have been unethical for me to do that. Okay? And let me just say this real quick, a little background why I even invited them. Because, see, my focus is Feeder Matrix. That is my focus, Feeder Matrix. I've been focused on Feeder Matrix from the time I got involved with Feeder Matrix back in December. Around December 15th is when I officially started promoting Feeder Matrix. It's been going extremely well. I learned in the Navy that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something's working, leave it alone. Don't mess around with it. Now, however, a very good friend of mine, Richard Taylor, Richie Rich I call him, when I sent him my link for Feeder Matrix, he said, but Steve, I had sent you information about Direct Pay Biz, and you never really got back to me about it. I said, well, yeah, I do remember you sending me some information about it, but, I was focused on other things at that time. And once I get involved with a business, I pretty much stay focused on that business. And so Rich went on to tell me, he said, well, Steve, Direct Pay Biz was created by the exact same people who created Feeder Matrix. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, it 2010, 2011. So I said, oh, really? Oh, is that right? I didn't realize that because I really didn't take a really good, serious look at Direct Pay Biz. So I said, okay, well, Rich, send me your link again. I'll take a look at it. Okay, just, because he's my buddy and everything. So I took a look. I said, wow, he's right. This does work exactly like feeder matrix, except instead of it being a 4x4 force field matrix, it's a 5x4 force field matrix. And the denominations are greater. Instead of $1.75 entry, it's a $9 entry. Instead of level 8 payment being $320, level 8 payment is $800. I said, oh, wow. And then I started looking around the website. It's a lot more colorful. They have the squeeze pages. They have the flash presentations. They have a lot more marketing tools. They have more user-friendly downloadable products, which is what you're actually paying your money for. I said, wow, okay. Well, I say, Rich always accuses me of never joining anything with him. So I said, you know what? Okay, Rich, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and sign up into Direct Pay Biz with you. However, I'm not going to work it yet. I'm staying focused on feeder matrix. I'm not trying to promote two different business opportunities simultaneously. So I went ahead and took a position in Direct Pay Biz. I went ahead and sent my $9 off. That was, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago I did this. But I haven't been promoting Direct Pay Biz. However, people in my organization that I noticed had a good grasp of feeder matrix, they already understood how feeder matrix worked. They had already personally enrolled at least 4. They had already upgraded the payment level number 4, which is $20. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to at least let them know what else I have going on and give them the option of participating or not. So I only contacted those people in my personal organization who had met those 2 criteria. Well, 3 criteria. They had a good firm grasp of feeder matrix. They had already enrolled 4 personals. So that showed me that they have a level of seriousness about the business, and they had already upgraded the payment level number 4. So those 3 things were my criteria to determine whether to share Direct Pay Biz with them or not. Okay, so again, I enrolled a few people, maybe 6 or 7. That was about it, not a whole lot. And, most of them, for the most part, didn't do anything just yet. But a couple of them did. So I have a few folk in my matrix. I'm earning a little money in Direct Pay Biz. Nothing to write home about. I've earned maybe $500-600 so far. For some people that would be like, really? Wow, man, I would love to earn that kind of money. But for me, it was like, I haven't really put any effort into it. But then, Mike and Cindy calls me this morning, because Mike found out I was in Direct Pay Biz, right? So he called to tell me, to announce to me, he said, Steve, I'm joining that company with you. I'm like, what company? I didn't even know what he was talking about. Direct Pay Biz, that other company that you're in. I said, oh, okay, all right, fine. It was like that. I was kind of shocked that there's no one on my team, no one on my team, no one on my feeder matrix team has called me about Direct Pay Biz at all. Hasn't even made an inquiry about it. I mean, most of them know I'm in it. I don't really talk about it a whole lot. But no one's really asked me questions about it because they want to stay focused on feeder matrix, which is all good. But then when Mike and Cindy started running this strategy down to me, everyone just enrolling 2 2x4. And then they started running the numbers down to me. And I can conceptualize things pretty quick. I don't need to see it written down on paper. So I've really recalculated the numbers in my mind already. I'm like, wow, that will actually work. So tears started coming to my eyes. See, that's the kind of reaction, that's a physical reaction I have when I get it about something. Everybody has their different reactions. That's my reaction. I start getting goosebumps all over my body. And then tears start welling up in my eyes when something really connects with my spirit.